So it's the next day, friends, and what we've done is let that rust killer dry. And now what I'm going to do is I've sanded everything. I'm just going to wash it, give it a kind of clean up any, I vacuumed it earlier, but I'm going to wipe it down, get any loose, easy to remove dirt. And then I'm going to let that dry. And then I'm going to go over it before I prime it and paint it. I'm going to go over it with a little bit of lacquer thinner, just a solvent that will cut through any remaining dirt and grease. So this isn't going to be a lot of fun because to get up in there, I'm going to have to get up in here. And, you know, it's just one of those things where you got to kind of, you know, keep yourself young by getting into awkward places. So I take a shot down in here. Basically, I'm just wiping it off. So can you see where I've washed? But folks gotta just trust me that I'm getting up in there and washing it off.
But yeah, we're just cleaning it up the best we can.
Yep, and we're getting all the loose dust and
Dirt and grime.
dirt. And I like to use a sponge for this because everything kind of sticks real nice to the sponge. And then you just rinse it out. So I'm just kind of going around. And this isn't going to be the last step. The last step will be, like I said, to use some, I'm going to use the solvent to go and get any stubborn kind of stains or loose material. Yep.
We'll be back when we're done cleaning.
So I got my tube of seam sealer here, and I cut the tip off at an angle because I'm going to fill in these seams. And just a simple caulk gun. And then I got some gloves on because this stuff's kind of nasty as far as hard to get off. So what else? Oh, and so, you know, I cut that tip, and then there's a seal in there, so you got to reach in with I just used a nail and poke that, so now the caulk can come out. Then you'll see it kind of coming out here. And then I'm going to go ahead and... Okay, so here I go. Hopefully you can see this. I don't know, son.
Yeah.
So just like any caulk, you just kind of squeeze it down in there. Take my time. This doesn't have to look pretty. It wasn't put on pretty in the factory. And now it's just a matter of light. A little bit better light on it. Okay, and then I am just going to take my finger and kind of smooth it out a little bit. And this doesn't take a long time to dry, but you've definitely got time to work it with your fingers. And you just want to push it in there. Now, I don't know if you can see up in there. Well, yeah, you can, but the problem is when you go to caulk it, it may get hard. But what's going to be hard is kind of getting the caulk gun in there, I think. You probably have to go in on an angle and then just kind of force it down in there. All right. Okay, so we just got done applying seam sealer all around our body joints. Wherever we had the seam sealer was loose and had come out, we replaced it all. Hopefully Alex can show you some of that. You can see some of that here. And again, this is, it doesn't have to be perfectly smooth. In fact, it wasn't perfectly smooth at the factory. So even if you're going for an authentic restoration, you wouldn't try to make it perfect because it wasn't. But you basically just want to get it down in there so that moisture doesn't creep up through there, and it does, you know, give it a nice finished look. And this is paintable, so we'll be able to paint over it. But we're going to let this dry. It's already skim coated. It's already, you know, the coating is dried, but it takes a good, you know, we're going to give it a good 24 hours just to make sure it's all firmed up good, and then we're going to come back and continue working on the reconditioning of the trunk. So hopefully see you soon. Thanks for watching. Okay, hi friends, we're back working on the trunk of the Riviera. And what we're going to do now is we're going to do a little paint preparation. We're going to, I'm actually going to have Alex get in the